One person.
There you go. Come on now.
1 year.
Faster, faster, faster.
One amazing transformation. My name's Chris Powell, and this is what I did.
Push. I want to see you push yourself.
I don't see it.
Okay, that's an face.
Get up off the ground and keep going.
I can't freaking do it.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Go. Time to wake up. Time to start living. Come on.
What you're about to see will be the most important year in one person's life.
Don't listen to your body. Listen to me. Come on, push. Who are you?
You can choose to die. Something tells me you want more.
Tonight on Extreme Weight Loss, meet Ashley, a photographer and committed wife, desperate to build a healthier family.
Hey, Mommy, come play.
No, baby, I can't go up there.
But years of guilt hold her back.
We found out that we were pregnant, and she passed away because my body wouldn't hold her. And she was alive for 2 hours after I had her. I just kind of remember looking around the room and thinking, because of me and because of my body, my mom doesn't have her grandbaby. And my husband doesn't have his daughter. And it's because of me, and it's because of the lifestyle that I chose.
Luckily, Chris Powell's going to help her face her past
Ashley, it's Chris Powell.
Oh, my God.
and embrace her future.
Come on now. Get down into it, Ashley. Don't be scared.
But when Ashley's husband joins Chris's program,
Your husband's lost more weight than you have, and he's not even following my program.
their partnership is put to the test.
It puts a lot of pressure on me. It's basically been like being a single dad for the last couple of months.
All leading up to a double transformation, 365 days in the making.
Talk to me, why are you freaking out?
I don't want to open my eyes. If I can't even look at myself, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't do this. I'm just having really bad anxiety right now. This is really embarrassing. Oh my gosh. I know, I'm just shaking. I just feel kind of out of control. Because all the years I told myself that I was gonna change it and I was gonna work on it. And I felt motivated and I felt ready to do it. And it just kept getting worse and worse, and I just feel like I don't have any control. I just kind of feel like in this moment, this is how I'm defined. My weight defines everything. I'm Ashley, I'm 26 years old, and I'm approximately 200 pounds overweight. This is my sister Stephanie, and when I was 6 years old, her and I went on a bike ride, and she was only 3, and she separated from me. I kind of sent her home. She just wanted to follow me. She just wanted to follow her big sister on her bike, and I was annoyed that she was there and that she wanted to be with me, and so I just remember turning around and saying, "Go home," and she ended up getting run over by a school bus, going back home, and the bus ran over her with the front tires and then ran over her with the back tires, and just that scene is still vivid in my head, coming down the hill and seeing the bus there and seeing an ambulance and my mom sitting on the corner, totally broken down, and I definitely carried a lot of guilt for that, and we didn't think that she was gonna make it, and she's alive and she's healthy and she's great today, but I definitely think that's the start of my weight gain.
She's been overweight as long as I've known her, which was when she was 15 and I was 17. It's just been part of life, and I fell in love with her when she was overweight, and I still love her when she's overweight. Obviously, I don't think that it's healthy for both of us to be this big. I put on about 100 pounds since my wedding.
I think probably more. After we lost our daughter, I think you started gaining a lot of weight then too. Not too long after I got married, we found out that we were pregnant. About 5 months into my pregnancy, I felt like really strange, and I just kind of had that mom instinct, like something was wrong, and I ended up having to deliver a baby girl, and we named her Ava Nicole. She passed away because my body wouldn't hold her, and she was alive for 2 hours after I had her. She was breathing, and we held her, and there's nothing that we can do about it because she was so small. Because of me and because of my body, my mom doesn't have her grandbaby, and my husband doesn't have his daughter, and my sisters don't have their niece, and it's because of me, and it's because of the lifestyle that I chose. And so that was hard for me, and to sit there and cry about it would just put them in more pain because they love me so much. So I just kind of held it in, and everybody thought, oh, she's so strong. But really, I was just kind of dying inside. After I delivered Ava and we lost her, for me, I just felt like I wasn't going to be okay unless I was a mom. And so we made that decision to have Tyler. And that was just the scariest 9 months of my life.
Hey, Mama, come play.
Mommy's too big, baby.
My husband and I talked about having more kids, and we both decided that unless I lose the weight, we're not going to try because it's not worth it. And it wouldn't be fair to Tyler for me to be anxious for 9 months and for me to be scared for 9 months, you know, because that would affect him. And we just kind of decided that if I can get under 200 pounds and I can be healthy, then we could try again. I think it's just a recent thing that I realized it's time to move on because my daughter only had 2 hours here, and I've had 26 years here, and I'm wasting it. You guys, we're gonna take a group picture real quick. I'm a landscape photographer. Photography has always been my passion.
Tyler.
Okay, ready? But it's hard to do my job and go on a hike and walk all over and experience traveling when I'm almost 200 pounds overweight. Ready? Here goes. Oh.
It's taking our pictures.
Oh gosh.
Taking our pictures.
Is it really answering your phone right now?
Hello?
Ashley.
Yeah?
It's Chris Powell.
Oh my God. Chris Powell's on the phone.
Hey, Ashley, how you doing?
Hi.
Good.
Hey, look, I read your letter.
And before I choose you for this process, I set up this little challenge for you.
Oh gosh. Okay.
It's a photo scavenger hunt.
I want you to grab your camera
Okay.
and your tripod, and you're going to wait for my clues
You've got 4 hours.
to finish the scavenger hunt.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, bye.
I am going on a scavenger hunt. I was very surprised to get that phone call, and I just wasn't expecting to hear his voice on the other end. Let's do this. Oh.
When I was 3, I was run over by a school bus, and Ashley blamed herself. And so I think it's had a big effect on her weight gain. So I am excited for Ashley. She's my best friend and my sister, and I just can't believe she got this opportunity.
All right, it says, at the top of the playground, you always felt a letdown. So I'm going to the park.
All right, get out of here. Get out of here.
We're gonna jump out and we have to run, okay? Oh, I see it.
The theme for the photo scavenger hunt was all of the things in life that she missed out on because of her weight.
Okay, look at the camera.
So you've got a little over 3 hours left.
Okay.
This is Ashley's year. This is your year to take it all back. And so I wanted to bring all of those aspects of her life that she missed out on, bring them to the forefront so she can keep those in her mind as she's going through this process.
You love to go in the sky, but you stayed down on the ground. Your next sign is sitting where the extensions kept you bound.
Airplanes. Seatbelt extensions.
Got it.
Going to the airport.
Going to the airport.
This is the most exercise we've done together in a while.
This is where my weight keeps me grounded. I think Chris is just trying to prove something to me and tell me that these are things that are realistic for me and I don't have to completely give up on my dreams. gives me motivation to lose this weight so I can travel in the future. Ah, fine. These are the people who need me healthy. Getting home and seeing the sign on my door that said, these are the people that need me healthy, probably meant more to me than any of the other signs, just because it's the truth. You ready? Oh, smiles. Thank you. I feel like it's my fault. My husband's 400 pounds. Now I have this huge fear of ruining my son's life too. And that's what I really want to work on. Okay, it says, hope you've had fun and have one last thing to say, but you're gonna need to come to California Health and Longevity Center today.
Oh my gosh, babe. That's in LA. You need to go.
I love you. I gotta go.
Okay.
I love you.
Love you.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it there in 2 hours. It's LA and there's a lot of traffic. So I'm gonna try and not have an anxiety attack on the way there, basically.
You made it.
I can't even look at you.
Ashley, I choose you for the transformation of your life.
Oh my God.
You ready to make it official? We gotta take a picture first.
Can I get a hug first?
Yeah, you bet you can.
When I saw the sign, I was completely overwhelmed. I have 2 seconds to get over there. Right, ready? Here we go.
Quick.
Just kind of hit me that within 365 days, I'd be a completely different person. Oh, wow.
Oh, that's awesome. It's official. So we've got a lot to talk about.
Okay.
Because you're here, boot camp starts now.
Right now.
Yeah. It's time to step on the scale.
Okay.
Go upstairs,
Okay.
get changed,
All
and
right.
I will see you out back, okay?
Thank you.
Coming up,
Right now, Ashley's stuck, and I gotta get her unstuck. Come on, Ash, get down into it. Don't be scared. It's not your fault.
and later,
Ladies and gentlemen,
see how she looks after 1 full year.
boot camp is a week-long process where Ashley's gonna learn everything that she needs to know to be successful in her transformation. But it all starts with our first weigh-in. How you feeling right now?
Embarrassed. When I first put on the rope, I had other people trying to tighten it for me, and I knew I was gonna have to take it off to get on the scale, but having it even open just a little bit was kind of humiliating because it's a rope, you know, it's supposed to wrap around you.
You ready? All right, go ahead and step on the scale.
If I weigh myself in my bathroom and I look at it, I'm alone, it's easy for me to walk away and not think about it again. But when you have somebody standing there, that's when it really hit.
£325. 325 pounds, I mean, it's by far, it's not the largest person that I've ever worked with, but she's 5'2". At that height, she's enormous. And she's done so much damage to her body at such a young age.
I'm ready to not see that number anymore. I can be upset right now and I can have my moment, you know, but that's it. And I'm ready just to move on. I can beat that number and that number doesn't have to define me.
Absolutely.
So I'm just ready to get started.
Good. Let's do this. Because we got a lot of work to do.
Awesome.
Well, this is where your life is going to change, right here. For Ashley's first workout, I wanted her to show me what she's got.
Just going for it?
Yep, go for it. So I let her control the whole thing. I put her on the treadmill and said, show me what you got. Wow. When was the last time you ran?
It's been a long time.
How's it feel?
Feels good.
Good.
Frustrated a little
Why?
because I kind of gave up on, playing sports because I didn't run. It's too slow. One of the things that I gave up on was softball. I was good at pitching, but my coach wouldn't let me bat anymore because I was too slow to get on the bases.
Not fast enough, huh? Prove to your coach that you are fast enough. That's what I'm talking about. 7.0. Not fast enough, huh? Maybe you are fast enough. Show them what you got. That's it, Ashley. Prove it to yourself. Come on now. Get down into it, Ashley. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. You got this. Don't be scared. Hang in there. Come on, Ash. Come on. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now that's living right there. That's living. Wow. She was running at a 7.5. That girl was sprinting after she was telling me that she got kicked off the softball team because the coach told her she was too slow. You got some wheels on you. She's not slow. She was slow because someone else told her she was slow. She's better than that. And she realized it in that moment. What are you protecting yourself from?
I don't know if I'm protecting myself or if I'm protecting my family. I've been hurting them. I lost my daughter already, and that was my fault. And instead of talking to them about it, causing them more pain because they love me, I decided to handle it by myself. It's my fault.
What's your fault?
For not loving myself enough to reach out.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Guilt. It's such a powerful trigger for Ashley. I mean, it was guilt over her sister's accident that led her to gaining the weight, and it was guilt over her daughter's death that kept her from taking it off. And for Ashley, more than anything, to transform, she needs to learn how to forgive herself.
My daughter was only here for 2 hours. And she's not here, and that's the reality of it. But now I have a 4-year-old boy who needs me. And I've wasted 4 years of his life being a mom that can't do anything for him. And it's time to move on from the past and just move forward.
So what can you do about it?
I feel like I just started. It's time to move on. It's time to take care of myself for my son. There's nothing I can do about my daughter. I can't bring her back. But my son is still here, and he's still 4 years old, and he needs his mom. And that it's not too late for me to change and give him that good life that I want him to have.
Good. It's begun. I will do it all again tomorrow.
Thank you.
Good. Thank you.
I wasn't so bad.
There she is.
Hi,
Hey.
how are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Hi, well, welcome to my garden.
Paulette, this is Ashley.
Hi,
Paulette.
Ashley, how are you? So we've got some vegetables that we picked, and let's make a really healthy dinner. Ashley has a lot of anxiety about her child growing up and becoming overweight like her and her husband are. And there's really some reality to that anxiety. With one parent overweight, statistics tell us that child has a 50% increased risk factor for obesity. And with both parents overweight, it goes to 85%. So what we have here for dinner is 4 ounces of shrimp, a cup of rice, lots and lots of vegetables. So it's a lot. You get to eat quite a bit.
So important that you bring the whole family in on this process and get Tyler involved, like Paulette was saying. Take him grocery shopping with you.
Okay.
So along those lines, our friends at Walmart are giving you this very generous gift card for all of your groceries throughout the entire year.
I did not expect that. Getting the Walmart gift card was amazing. Having my groceries paid for a year, that's just another thing that I am not gonna have to stress about right now in this process. You know, I can focus more on working out and eating well. I'm so thankful.
Thank you so much. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
There's a car coming.
Today, I'm bringing Ashley home from boot camp. This is that critical time where she's taken everything that she's learned, but she's applying it to real life.
Hi, baby. Hi, buddy.
Oh.
It's so easy to follow a diet and exercise regimen when you're actually in a bubble, but making that transition to applying it to everyday life, it's a challenge. What's up, buddy? I'm Chris. So while Ashley and I were gone, my team came in and they totally renovated her home. I mean, this is one of my favorite parts because while Ashley thinks she knows what's going on, she has no idea.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome home, Ashley.
Oh my gosh. Wow, look at everything.
Did you like it?
I love it. Oh my gosh.
Ashley, you got everything that you need here. You got your treadmill, you got your new step machine, you got all your weights through 50 pounds, you got a bench, you got your ball, you got your ropes, your elastic bands. You're set.
I absolutely love this.
Now, the way I've actually laid out this whole year is in 4 90-day phases.
Okay.
So in the first 90 days, I want you to lose 80 pounds.
Okay.
We're gonna get you down to 245 pounds. This is where you're gonna be in 90 days. Or at least this is where I know you can be. I tell you what, you need a new computer, you need a new camera, you need new lenses. So what do you say, when you hit 245 pounds in the next 90 days, I buy them all for you. But you gotta hit your goal.
Okay.
How's
Wow.
that sound?
Thank you.
Very welcome.
Can we start right now?
Yeah.
Absolutely. You guys want to start right now?
Yeah.
You know what I like? You said we.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to lose 80 pounds in 90 days.
So you're on board.
Absolutely.
I can't tell you how happy I am to hear that. Because Ashley's chances of success quadruple if you're on board. I mean, the fact that you're ready and willing to embrace this with her.
I'm ready.
That is music to my ears. I'm thrilled. Let's weigh you in.
Let's weigh him in.
Yeah, let's weigh you in.
I offered to weigh in because I wanted to support Ashley any way that I could. And if that means waking up with her at 5 a.m. to exercise, and if that means changing our lifestyle, it's good for both of us. We just need to do it.
You ready?
Ready.
Jason, you weigh 398 pounds. And you said you want to lose 80 pounds with her in the first 90 days?
Let's try it.
Okay. I'm so happy Jason's embraced this lifestyle wholeheartedly. Because Ashley, she is my client and Jason isn't. But he's only going to inspire and motivate Ashley to do that much better. All right, buddy. It begins now.
All right.
You guys ready to work out?
Yes.
Let's get down to
Let's
it.
make it happen.
Coming up.
We're about 11 weeks in, and all of a sudden, Ashley just hits this wall. I mean, she hasn't lost anything in 2 weeks.
Don't say like that, Chris.
Good job, Tyler. Beat that ball up. There you go, buddy.
These past 3 weeks have been pretty awesome. I've done so well with working out and sticking to Chris's program and just really believing in myself, which is kind of crazy because it's something that I haven't always done.
Take that back knee, that trailing knee, gently kiss the ground. There you go.
The diet part of this program is my biggest struggle. It's getting easier, but I still have my weak moments. Oh, I'm gonna do it.
That's a good husband.
It's 5 a.m. and Jason's awake. And I'm really proud of Jason because he's been working out every morning at this time.
Yeah. Hang on. Hang on, buddy.
Gracie, hate me. Tyler is learning so much from all this.
Wow, you're really good at this.
He's cute because he sees Jason and I work out and he understands, like, this is gonna make us better. It's just nice to know that it's rubbing off on him.
Tyler, that broccoli just made you faster, buddy.
And stronger.
Yeah. Ashley's crushing phase 1. So just as a little incentive to keep up the good work, I set up a little workout with some childhood heroes of hers.
Wow.
Ashley, this is Amanda Freed.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Lovey Jung.
Hi.
And Jenny Finch.
Hi, guys.
All Olympic gold medalists, and each and every one of them has been inducted into the Softball Hall of Fame.
Hitting off an Olympic pitcher. No big deal.
Ashley did awesome.
Good job, Ashley.
It's so much fun to bring back those memories and just to see her shine. We really made Ashley work out here on the field today, and she did great.
Thank you so much, you guys. I always dreamed of playing in the Olympics. It's not gonna happen, but today was, like, honestly a dream come true.
We're about 11 weeks in, and all of a sudden, Ashley just hits this wall. And I can't figure out what's going on. And then this morning at breakfast, Jason brings up that this week is the anniversary of their daughter Ava's death. I'm concerned that Ashley, she's still struggling with those feelings of guilt from what happened 5 years ago. And right now, Ashley's stuck. And I gotta get her unstuck. So how you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Have you had the time to deal with your daughter's death?
Not really, no. I guess, like, my guilt right now is, you know, I've dealt with it, the fact that it was my body, and that's why I couldn't hold a pregnancy, and I've dealt with that, but now it feels like I downplayed her. Yeah. Because I didn't have a funeral, and I never talked about her again. I haven't even told Tyler. And all I can keep thinking about is that she was a person, and I took that away.
You know, you mentioned to me that you guys never had a funeral for her. And I don't know the circumstances, but I think it could be pretty amazing if you guys could celebrate her life. I think it would be something that could be so healing for both you and Jason.
I think it's a good idea.
Ashley let the 2 hours of her daughter's life define the last 5 years of hers. And this is something she's gonna have to come to terms with this year if she's ever gonna have a chance of transforming.
Okay, hold on tight.
Okay.
You holding on tight?
Yeah. I'll
Good.
all by myself.
You got it all by yourself? Okay, go this way, baby. Tyler, do you know where we are?
Where?
We're at the Angel of Hope. Do you know what that is?
What?
Where's the angel?
Right there.
Yeah. And I was gonna show you something, okay? Do you know what this says right there?
Ava?
Yeah.
Who's Ava?
She was your sister. But you know what, baby? Ava isn't in heaven right now.
Where is her?
Where is heaven?
No.
It's up there.
What?
And you know what?
What?
Mommy and Daddy wrote letters for Ava. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna tie them to a balloon and we're gonna send them to heaven for her. Okay. Ava, I can't even express how much I miss you. Being here at the Angel of Hope makes me miss you even more, but it also reminds me of how lucky I was to have you. Even if it was just for a short time. Two hours wasn't enough time with you, but I know that one day we'll see each other again for eternity. Even though you're not physically here, you'll always be a part of this family. I love you and I miss you, and I can't wait to be able to hold you again someday.
What did it say, Mama?
That was Ava's letter. And you know what we should do now?
What?
I think that we should send these to heaven to her. You want to do that? The more I talk about my daughter, the easier it gets. It's always going to be difficult. You know, she's still a piece of me. But reading my letter to Ava, it was like this sense of relief, and I feel like I'm finally accepting it, that she's not here, and everything's going to be okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
This is gonna be awesome.
It is pretty awesome. Oh, thank you. Thank you for hugs.
Well, there it is.
There it is.
It's crazy how fast 90 days flies by, right?
Yes.
All right, Jason, you're up, my friend. All right, Jason, when I brought Ashley back from boot camp less than 3 months ago, you stepped on the scale, you weighed 398 pounds, and you pledged to lose 80 pounds with her. So if the scale says 318 pounds or less, you hit your goal. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, go ahead and step on the scale.
Okay.
Well, you didn't lose 80 pounds.
No.
But you lost 53.
Yeah.
I mean, Jason, you weighed 345 pounds now.
Pretty proud of that.
You should be. I'm proud of you.
I've tried
buddy.
really hard.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
All right, man. Well, keep up the great work.
Thank you.
All right, Ashley, when you first stepped on the scale 3 months ago, you weighed 325 pounds. And I gave you the goal to lose 80 pounds over the last 90 days. That's almost a pound a day. So when you step on the scale today, if it reads 245 pounds or less, you hit your goal. Go ahead and step on the scale.
Don't say like that, Chris.
I'm just joking. Oh my gosh, you did it. You lost, check it out, 83 pounds. Well done, you did it.
By a few points. A few points.
Ashley, you weighed 242 pounds.
That's awesome.
You did it. You did. Good. Give your handsome husband a hug.
Good job, babe.
Oh my gosh. I'm like shaking right now. I haven't been 240 pounds since like junior high. I don't know. It's been a long time, so
Yeah,
it
you're the
feels good.
thinnest I've ever seen you.
Yeah?
Ever.
Oh.
It's awesome. I'm so proud of Jason and Ashley. Today is such a huge win for both of them. You know, phase 1 is over. Now, unfortunately, it is time for me to leave. But first, I've got a little surprise for them. So let's talk about this. Phase 2 has officially begun.
Okay.
I would like to see you lose 50 pounds.
Okay.
For you, buddy.
Okay.
In the next 3 months, I'd like to see you lose another 50.
Okay.
But it's really, really important that you continue on this path and that you're going to be in the best shape of your life, because at the 6-month mark, I'm going to take you to go see one of the 7 wonders of the world, Machu Picchu in Peru.
Oh my gosh.
I'm taking you there so you can photograph it. Jason, you're going to be right there by her side.
Awesome.
All right. I'm putting you guys up at the Inca Terra Machu Picchu Hotel. But here's the catch. It's over 1,300 steps to get there, and you're going to be at elevation, so the air's going to be thin. You need to be in the best shape of your life, and you need to be a lot lighter than you are right now.
Okay.
So there's a reason why I gave you a 50-pound goal.
Right.
You want to be under 200 pounds.
Okay.
So get ready, because 3 months of conditioning starts right now.
All right.
Okay.
I'm definitely sad that Chris is leaving, but I feel confident that I'm going to do a good job because I have Jason. And, you know, we've both learned so much from Chris, and I feel like doing this together is going to keep us accountable, that we're going to have really good success just as long as we're both sticking with it and we're both encouraging each other. Bye, Chris. Thank you.
Bye.
Don't put it to 10.
All right, that's it.
No. Jason's amazing. Honestly, I have no doubt in my mind that he's going to meet his goal. How'd it go?
I killed it today. I knocked 8 minutes off my 5K time.
Sweet. It helps me because I can't be laying in bed while my husband's out there working out. Yeah, baby. It means so much to me just to have him on board. So there's the big news. We are moving back to Santa Maria. I know that this is the right move for us and that getting back to Santa Maria is going to be a good change, but Just been really overwhelmed lately, just with everything that I have to do. I have to pack up my whole house to move out of Bakersfield, get the rest of my hikes done, and stick to my nutrition and get my 4 hours in every day. And I'm just kind of finding it difficult.
Where are we moving to?
San Maria.
It was just a bad day because I just woke up exhausted. Good morning. How's it going?
Good.
Tired. I don't know what's wrong with me, honestly. You know, I've got this gift given to me, you know. I've got a whole living room full of workout equipment, and my motivation is gone today. I think for me, if I overthink things, if I think too much, if I look too far in the future and think like, oh my gosh, I have this much weight to lose, it just overwhelms me.
Just get up.
Come lay down with me.
Get up.
When I get overwhelmed, I literally just want to like stop everything I'm doing, ignore everybody, and just like hide in my bedroom. And that's kind of what I've been dealing with lately. I don't even want to eat. Like anything that feels like an inconvenience, I just push away.
Coming up.
Your husband's lost more weight than you have, and he's not even following my program. I want to make a deal with you. You hit 175 pounds or less.
Wow.
No pressure.
And later, see how they look after 1 full year.
The all new Jason and Ashley!
The train ride was beautiful, and I got to take a lot of pictures.
I like that one. It's pretty good for being inside the train.
But I built up a little anxiety about my weigh-in because the first part of the phase kind of threw me off. It was pretty rocky to start. I kicked things into gear, and I think I did pretty good in the end, but I'm still nervous, to be honest.
Welcome to Peru. How are you doing? Good, buddy.
Chris Powell. What's going on, man? How the heck are you, brother?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing? How's the trip in?
Long
trip.
but amazing. Yeah.
Look, I know how much you hate these weigh-ins.
Yes.
I mean, these weigh-ins, they give you so much anxiety. So I just figured, let's just get it over with.
Okay. I like that idea.
Well, go ahead. Stand at the head of the scale. All right. When you started 6 months ago, you were 325 pounds. 3 months ago, you stepped on the scale, you were 242 pounds. And I gave you the goal to lose another 50 pounds over the last 90 days. So when you step on the scale today, it says 192 pounds or less, you hit your phase 2 goal. You ready? All right, go ahead and step on the scale. You weigh 214 pounds right now. You lost 28 pounds. What happened?
When I get overwhelmed with things and I feel like there's just too much going on, I completely just like stop everything. There were days when I was just so overwhelmed I would just not do anything.
I'll be honest, this is bittersweet for me. You still lost 28 pounds, but for you, that's not good enough. You're capable of so much more. But I also have a really big question for you. I mean, you're 214 pounds now, and tomorrow's hike, it's a monster. And we're hiking over 8,000 feet, it's 1,300 steps. And there's a reason why I wanted you as light as you could possibly get. So, I mean, I'll let you think about it, if you actually want to still do it or not.
Oh, I don't need to think about it. I absolutely want to do it.
It's going to be a lot harder now than it would be at 192 pounds, I'll tell you that.
You know what, though? It'll just be a reminder to myself that things are just going to be harder if I don't start taking care of myself.
We'll do it then.
Okay.
Right. Now, we're not done here. All right, Jason. Well, last time you stepped on the scale, you weighed 345 pounds. And I gave you the goal to lose another 50 pounds over the last 90 days. So if the scale says 295 pounds or less, you hit your goal. All right, Jason, go ahead and step on the scale. Bro, you did it. 293 pounds, man.
Good job.
Bro, you lost 52 pounds.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I worked hard for it.
That's with 12-hour days.
Yeah. You know, fortunately, I've actually had some of the spouses of my clients lose weight. Jason, he has got this drive that, I mean, as a coach, I dream for that in a client. Your husband's lost more weight than you have, and he's not even following my program.
Honestly, if he wasn't on board the way that he is on board, I don't even know if I would be 214. Hearing him in the morning get up and go and work out, and I'm laying in bed, I'm like, I can't lay in bed. I have to go work out too. It's helpful.
You're not in this alone.
Right.
I mean, you have each other, and that is so powerful. You know, it's funny because when this whole process started, it was Ashley who was inspiring Jason to lose weight. And now here we are 6 months in, and Jason is truly motivating and inspiring Ashley to keep going. That's what a relationship is all about. That's what a partnership is. That's far more powerful than my coaching. That's love. Well, let's go get you guys checked in. You need some food, you need some rest, because it's going to be a big day tomorrow. All right.
All right.
I'll grab your bags.
Ah, thanks.
Enjoy the rest while you can. Here we are at the base of Machu Picchu. I mean, this is something that you've always dreamed of photographing. Yes. We're going to be hiking over 8,000 feet into those mountains, having over 1,300 steps. And we're already at an elevation, so the air's thin up here.
Right.
So it's time to make that cardio training pay.
Oh, yeah.
All right?
Okay.
I can't think of a better way to start phase 3. You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
You lead the way.
All right.
This is your milestone. Here we go. All right, you guys are doing great. This is a good pace right here. Now, don't push too fast. You'll burn out.
Okay, I can't breathe, actually. We just started.
Keep it going, Ash, come on. I think Ashley was surprised at how difficult climbing those steps really is. Here we are at 7,000 feet, and the air is thin. And just taking a few steps up some stairs, my heart is racing and my lungs are burning. I can feel the elevation.
Jason, you overachiever.
There's a reason why I wanted Ashley at 192 pounds. I mean, she's carrying an extra 22 pounds on her body. It is going to be insanely difficult for her. Physically, I don't know if she can do it. Here, Ash, do you want to be the pace setter?
Yeah, why don't you go ahead?
Yeah, you go first. All right, and that way we'll move as a team. And Jason, you're gonna be right behind her so you can coach her through this. Yeah. Guys, this is gonna be just like phase 3. Just helping each other through.
Want to carry your backpack, babe?
No, it's okay.
Hustle, hustle, hustle.
Let's go.
So we got about halfway up the mountain, and I felt like I was just kind of going too slow. And so I started to push myself a little bit more. Crap.
Come on, guys. Keep going. Come on.
The air is so thin, I was instantly out of breath. Holy crap. It's kind of hard to breathe.
Okay, take a break.
Ash, you okay? What's going on?
Fighting an asthma attack right now.
Want some water? Just calm down.
Hey, all right? We're in the middle of nowhere, and it's gonna take hours for us to get any kind of medical help. And I see her chest rising and falling and rising and falling. I'm thinking, oh my gosh. I mean, she's having a full-blown asthma attack. Breathe, breathe, slow your breathing right now. Inflate those lungs an extra inch every time you breathe. You can feel that shallow breathing trying to take over.
Don't panic.
Don't panic.
Breathe, breathe, slow your breathing right now.
Tonight in the first hour of extreme weight loss.
Ashley, it's Chris Powell.
Oh my God.
Get down into it, Ashley. Don't be scared.
Chris picked Ashley for the transformation of a lifetime.
I want to lose 80 pounds in 90 days.
And her husband, Jason, jumped on board. She lost 111 pounds in the first 6 months, but will a challenging milestone
It's kind of hard to breathe.
prove too much for Ashley?
Ashley, okay?
Fighting an asthma attack right now.
Breathe. Slow your breathing.
In the next hour,
The thing is, you're not a client of mine. You are. So, I want to make a deal with you.
Chris makes an offer that could change everything.
Wow.
No pressure.
Please put your hands together for the brand new Jason and Ashley!
All leading up to a final weigh-in. 365 days in the making.
Ashley, okay? We're at over 8,000 feet. Ashley's having an asthma attack, and I don't know what to do. I'm freaking terrified.
Don't panic.
Just inflate those lungs an extra inch every time you breathe.
I was worried about Ashley's asthma attack because if you can't breathe in a place that has little oxygen anyway, you're on a mountain, how do you get down? There's no way a helicopter can get you. You're just out there. What do?
You can feel that shallow breathing trying to take over. That's it. Now you're in control.
As I was standing there trying to catch my breath, I could hear Chris and Jason behind me just saying, calm down, you're in control of this. I started thinking it's more mental than physical.
You got it, babe.
You all right? Do you want to complete this?
Yeah.
You sure you want to finish?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
You worked way too hard to stop now, huh?
That's no joke.
All right.
Want me to carry your backpack?
No, it's okay.
Want me to carry yours, Chris?
You just carry me. Once she got her breathing under control, from that moment forward, she found this tempo. And before you know it, she was going faster and faster.
Come on, Chris!
I mean, I was having a hard time catching up. This hike is a celebration of all the work that she's done. And yeah, she didn't hit her goal, but look how far she's come. Look how conditioned she is.
Come on, guys.
Check out how far you've come. There's the bridge right there.
Gosh.
We're almost there. It's got to be around this corner.
Oh, my.
Keep it going, guys. Oh, my gosh.
There we go.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
This is incredible.
That was totally worth the climb.
Oh, gosh. There's no words to describe this.
No.
To be able to make it to the top and run around that corner and just all of a sudden see the ruins was amazing. And it made me feel like in that moment that I don't need to make excuses anymore. There's no reason that I should be missing out on these hours of working out. I just climbed all the way to top to Mount Machu Picchu. You know, that just proved to me right there that I am capable of doing a lot more than what I've been doing.
It makes it that much more beautiful to know that you got yourself here. I mean, there's no way you could do this 6 months ago.
No way.
No way.
It's hard enough now.
I never imagined that I'd be anywhere like this. I never thought that I'd be climbing a mountain with my husband and seeing one of the 7 wonders of the world. It was overwhelming. A good overwhelming though.
There's a freaking city there.
That looks nothing like the postcards.
No.
All I want to do is take a picture.
When you look down onto the ruins of Machu Picchu, you realize why it really is one of the 7 wonders of the world.
Oh my gosh.
Ashley was confined to fields and beaches when she was over 325 pounds. And now she's able to capture some of the most beautiful landscapes in the world. It was so much more than climbing a mountain. It was all of her dreams coming true at once.
I'm gonna jump in. Ready?
Do it quick.
Take yourself to Machu Picchu.
You totally earned it.
Cheese. This is our view. It's pretty neat. Jason, show us your super sad face that we're leaving. Aww.
It was great having alone time with Ashley in Peru. We don't travel very often. We never imagined coming to Machu Picchu. We never imagined coming to South America, but really glad we did. Just to enjoy that time with my wife was phenomenal.
Enjoy, friends.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know what? I miss Tyler a lot.
Yeah.
But it's nice just to be on a date with the two of us because we don't do that ever.
Yeah, well, especially this year.
His teacher told me the other day he turned down some kid for candy because he said it would make him run slower. So I think he's like starting to get it. Yeah.
Good.
You know, things have been really good for Tyler. And I know in the past you've talked about not really wanting to have any more kids. And I know it's scary with my pregnancies. And I just wanted to see like where you were at now since I'm getting healthier.
Well, I mean, that was the issue the whole time. Having another pregnancy at your weight was like, there wouldn't really be a way that your body could handle a pregnancy.
So are you saying that at some point we can have more kids?
I want to have more kids. Like, let's do that. You know, let's plan for it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Would you like to have a little girl?
Yeah.
I think Tyler wants that too.
Yep.
Mind if I crash your dinner?
Hi.
Join us.
You gonna come on our date with us?
So I'm leaving Peru. It's time for me to go home. Now we're going into phase 3, and I gotta think of some way to remotivate Ashley.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tough. I mean, you got some goals to hit.
Right.
You do.
And I want that skin surgery bad.
But the thing is, you need to lose between 40 to 50% of your original body weight. And that's gonna put you at 175 pounds. You've got 3 months.
I mean, it's gonna be hard, obviously. This whole thing's been hard.
You can hit your goals. You can. In phase 2, Ashley, she just lost her motivation. She lost all that drive. And it seemed to me that she just wasn't even willing to do it for herself anymore. But the one thing I do know is that she loves Jason more than anything. So if she's not willing to do it for herself, maybe she'll be willing to do it for him. Jason, you've done so well. Just seeing you with your shirt off at the weigh-in, you got some extra skin. So you could use surgery as well. And I wish I could walk you into Dr. Stoker. But the thing is, you're not a client of mine.
Yeah.
You are. So I want to make a deal with you. You hit 175 pounds or less, I give you my word that I will walk Jason into Dr. Stoker with you.
Wow.
176 pounds, no deal. 175 pounds, deal.
Okay.
No pressure. Pretty sure that my eyes just went huge. That's the chance that I was not expecting ever. But I don't want to put pressure on Ashley. She's putting enough pressure on herself.
I'm so scared. Ugh, it's like making my stomach hurt. Jason means the world to me. And when I realized there was so much pressure on me, I started to kind of panic a little. The old Ashley started to come back. I want him to have that. It's just like, I hate that it's on me. It's just, it's a little scary.
I see this as an ultimate opportunity for you to conquer your anxiety. Because the thing is, there's no time to be terrified. The cost is too great.
To not reach my goal and know that that cost Jason skin surgery would be completely devastating.
You guys, you're gonna do this, all right?
Thanks. I honestly don't think that I'd be able to forgive myself if I let him down.
See you in 3 months.
See you, bud.
It doesn't look like running to me.
I have to warm up first. You have to preheat the oven.
Oh my gosh. In order for Jason to even be seen by Dr. Stoker, I have to personally get down to 175 pounds. And this added pressure has actually been really good for me. This totally could have like knocked me on my butt because that's what the old Ashley would have done. But instead, it makes me want to succeed, not just for myself, but for Jason.
Nice.
I've been running extra hours every day. I've been spot on with my food. I've been doing everything I can. And I still have mistakes here and there, but it's definitely helping me.
Not Phase 3 sucks.
Good morning, Daddy.
Good morning, Bob. Tyler decided to get up with me today. Mama's already gone, huh?
Yeah.
She's gone a lot, isn't she? Yeah. Ashley's been at the gym, working out, doing whatever she can to hit her goal weight, which is fantastic, but at the same time, it puts a lot of pressure on me. It's basically been like being a single dad for the last couple of months. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Still worth it because we're getting healthy, so it's worth it. What?
We'll get it.
You're not supposed to be here.
Don't
I was
worry.
talking about you.
We'll
I
get
was
it.
talking about you.
Oh, you hit the camera.
You hit the camera.
You did.
No.
I'll get it. Don't worry.
So I'm here at the California Health and Longevity Institute for the 9-month weigh-in, and I'm waiting for Jason and Ashley. I haven't seen them since Peru. I put a lot of pressure on Ashley to qualify for skin surgery, not just for herself, but for Jason also. I don't know if that was too much for her to handle or not, but I'm about to find out. Look at you guys.
Walking up to CHLI was completely different this time because I got to bring Jason with me. We both have come so far, and I'm excited for him to walk through the doors and see Chris and show him what he's done as well. Hi!
Look at this guy. Wow. Look at you guys.
My confidence is so much better this time. I think when I walked in the first time, I hid from Chris. Like, I was just scared and I was nervous, and this time it was just like, I wanted to walk in and like put my hands on my hips and be like, hello.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
What's up, buddy?
How you doing?
Good?
Good.
Look, I'm wearing skinny jeans.
Oh, jeez. Well, have a seat, guys.
Yeah.
We got some catching up to do.
I want to show you something that I've been working on. When I first started, you sent me on a scavenger hunt. And
Okay, I forget.
You basically had me face all of these things that I had given up on. And I put together a scrapbook here, and I just wanted to share it with you.
No way.
Yeah. This is where I go to play with my son. So here's Tyler and I on the playground. And here's this recently just playing outside on the side. And my sign at the pizza place, this is not the solution to my problems. And here's my bowl of fruit. And then, of course, this is where I get for my dreams with softball. And here I am playing with Olympic softball players. Here, this is where my weight keeps me grounded. And you were a part of this. Going to Peru, flying on an airplane, and this is the one that is most important to me. These are the people who need me healthy.
What a great picture.
And I know that this is just like our appearance, but our mindsets are just completely different.
Yeah.
Here it is, the moment that you chose me. Here we are in the same place, and I think it would be best for us just to take another picture.
It's that time.
And that's why I have my camera attached to me.
All right, ready? 1, 2.
All right, guys. Well, this is the 9-month mark, and there really is a lot on the line right now. So let's just do the weigh-in, and let's see where you're at.
Okay.
Head upstairs, get changed. I'll see you guys downstairs.
Awesome.
I found myself so nervous for Ashley's 9-month weigh-in because I made a deal with Ashley that if she hit her number, I would take her in to go see Dr. Stoker, and I would also take Jason in. Well, here we are. 9-month weigh-in. What do you say? You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, Ashley. Well, Ashley, just 3 months ago when you stepped on the scale in Peru, you were 214 pounds. And I gave you the goal to lose 39 pounds or more over the last 3 months. So when you step on the scale today, if it says 175 pounds or less, you hit your goal. You ready? All right, go ahead and step on the scale.
What in the world am I gonna do if I don't make my weight? Jason's done so much for me in this process. This time around, this weigh-in isn't just about me, it's about him as well. And knowing how much I love him and how much he deserves the skin surgery, to have that pressure on me was really scary.
Oh my gosh, no way! No way! 1 pound. I mean, Ashley hit her goal by 1 pound.
I gotta hug Jason.
Of course you do, of course you do. This is the reason I need to stay in shape. Because I swear, these clients are gonna give me a heart attack. Check this out, Ashley. You weigh 174 pounds now. 9 months ago, you were 325 pounds. Look at your total weight loss, 151 pounds.
Yeah.
46.48% of your original body weight. That's what you've lost.
That's so crazy.
Wow.
That's what happens when you guys work together as a team. Well, buddy, you're up next. You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it. I was very excited that she made her goal weight. Of course, in that moment, I'm like, okay, now that we have the opportunity, is my weight going to be good enough? Because Chris didn't promise skin surgery. He promised that I would walk through the door to see Dr. Stoker.
Jason, 3 months ago when you stepped on the scale in Peru, you were 293 pounds. You started at 398 pounds. Your wife has earned you a visit with Dr. Stoker, but now it's up to you to prove that this is something that you really need. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, Jason, go ahead and step on the scale.
All right.
Wow.
Oh my
I gotta tell you, phenomenal. It really is.
Thank you, buddy.
That's incredible, 259 pounds.
Thank you.
Well, you lost 34 pounds in phase 3. Take a look at your stats, Jason. Right now you weigh 259 pounds, so your total weight lost 139 pounds. You've lost 34.92% of your original body weight.
That's what I weighed in high school.
You turned the clock back a long ways over the last 9 months.
Yeah.
But it's not up to me.
Yeah.
It's all gonna be up to Dr. Stoker.
Seeing 259 on the scale was bittersweet because I feel like I could have done better. But given the circumstances, I'm really happy with that number.
Rest up, because I'm taking both of you to go see Dr. Stoker tomorrow.
Thank you.
Excellent. Having lost 35% of my body weight, I'm not too confident that I'm gonna be a candidate for skin removal surgery. But we'll let Dr. Stoker decide that.
Rich, how are you?
Doc, how you doing? Good to see you.
Hey, it's nice to see you too. All right, Ashley, hi.
Good to see you.
I certainly have heard a lot about you, and it's been interesting getting to hear your story.
It's definitely been a wild 9 months,
Yes.
and unbeknownst to us, Jason jumped on board. And I know I wouldn't typically do this, but instead of just seeing Ashley, I thought it would be really important for you to see Jason as well, because he's reaching that point where the skin is becoming an issue as well.
All right.
Yeah.
So we'll have time for both of you today, but I think we should start with ladies first.
I'm really nervous right now.
What are you most nervous about?
Qualifying for surgery, I just want it really bad, so
Right.
a little anxious. I really want skin surgery, but it's definitely a need. Like, I have this dream of being this athlete and doing all these things, and for me to constantly have back pain is something that just gets in the way, and I can't have that.
Things I think are really positive for you are the fact that this is as deflated as it is. You seem a little anxious now. Is that, do you have any thoughts on your mind?
I just have worked really hard, and so I'm ready to get rid of it. I'm just
Right.
anxious. Yeah.
Well, they've worked hard to get here, and the bottom line is, I think you're a great candidate for this surgery. Yes.
Oh my God.
I think we can remove that lower part, and it's going to make a huge difference for you.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. I can breathe now. Oh my gosh.
I'm so proud of you, dude.
Thanks. I've literally been thinking about skin removal surgery since the day I started. I've been thinking about, I have to get to that point, I have to get there, you know, to have the doctor tell me that I qualify. And just to hear those words meant so much to me because I worked so hard. Can you put my shoe?
You may put your shoe.
Thank you. But I was extremely nervous that Jason wasn't going to qualify.
So Jason, why don't you go ahead and stand up for me and show me what you've got hiding underneath there.
Okay. I'm really excited for Ashley. She needs this so bad. But I look at my skin, and I look at Ashley's skin, and I think, okay, I don't look like that. So I was not confident at all.
Yeah, it's pretty concentrated, I would say, for you, and it's, you tightened up quite a bit here. Your upper abdomen is actually pretty good. It's a little bit spongy, but I would say, you know, definitely not a big problem there. I know that you want the benefit of this operation, but your procedure, if we were to do this, I would say it would primarily focus on the lower abdomen here, where you've got the upper folds of skin. Deciding whether or not to operate on Jason was a difficult decision. He had lost a large amount of weight, he had great success, but Jason didn't need to lose hundreds of pounds. I think it's also appropriate on somebody like you to do a smaller operation than on somebody like Ashley. He definitely can benefit from skin removal surgery around his lower abdominal region. It was making it really difficult for him to achieve his goals, and I think that doing that focused procedure was the right decision for Jason. Jason, I'm really happy to say that you're a great candidate for this operation.
Wow. Thank you. Oh my gosh, it's like life-changing. Yeah. The fact that Dr. Stoker said you're a candidate for skin surgery blew my mind. Both my wife and I are going to have new bodies. We're going to get to experience life in a completely different way than we have as a married couple. So this is going to be amazing.
Congratulations, all right?
Thank you very much.
Okay, you bet.
Thank you so much.
You bet.
Coming up, see how they look after 1 full year.
The all-new Jason and Ashley!
Hello, hello.
Hey, buddy.
Howdy.
How are you two lovebirds doing?
Oh, gosh.
So today is the day for Ashley and Jason to check in for surgery. And I'm just so excited for them because they get to do this together.
I'm nervous.
Hey, you're always nervous.
I know, shocking, right?
I started this year with 1 client, and I'm ending it with 2. So I was thinking about the final weigh-in, and when it comes to your transformation, your emotional transformation, I want to bring your family together in one big celebration of you guys, of everything you've been through, and of Ava as well. And I want to do a 5K run.
Okay.
What do you guys say?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That'd be awesome.
This could be the first annual Ava 5K.
Yeah.
When it comes to the journey of life, everybody has their sticking points. And for Ashley, that point that she got stuck was the feelings of guilt over losing her daughter. Ashley finally got beyond that sticking point, and I don't ever want her to get stuck in that again.
I'm just glad that it's finally a celebration, and that's all I wanted this whole time.
Yeah.
9 months ago, to bring up Ava's name would have been like horrifying for me. Just the thought of losing her, it was just, I didn't even want to go there. So it's completely different now because I feel like she's something to celebrate now. She was here for a short time, but she's special and she is part of this family.
Awesome. It's on then.
Yes.
Cool.
I feel like we've been given a new lease on life.
Come on in.
Hello. Aw.
Our marriage is better because we've experienced these things together. We've learned so much about each other. We're better parents.
I think I'm going first.
I want to go second.
I feel like a completely new person, and I feel like I'm going to keep that up for the rest of my life because I love who I've become.
All right. Watching Ashley and Jason get wheeled down the hallway together as they go in for surgery, it's a huge victory.
Hey, baby. Oh, wow.
Next time I see Ashley and Jason, it's going to be in 3 months at the final weigh-in. And I can't wait. This is going to be quite the celebration.
Bye, Mama. Bye, Daddy.
Bye, baby. I love you.
Love you.
Bye.
doing today? Good. You guys ready to run? Are you guys ready to see Jason and Ashley? Well, they're on their way here right now. And I'll tell you what, they don't look like that anymore.
Excuse me.
What's up, buddy?
Jason and Ashley is my mom and dad.
I know. Are you so proud of them?
Yeah. When are they gonna pop out of the picture?
They're gonna pop out of the picture soon, buddy, I promise. It was a year ago that I received a letter from Ashley. You know, she found herself at 325 pounds. And she knew that she wanted to change, but she didn't know how. Just like everybody, she has got some powerful triggers. And for Ashley, it seems that her trigger was always guilt. When she was a child, her sister got run over by a bus, and Ashley felt responsible for it. And she turned to food. Now, enter Jason. You know, Ashley and Jason, they met in high school. Shortly after they got married, they became pregnant. But they lost their very first child, their daughter, Ava. And once again, feeling that she was responsible for losing her daughter, what did she do? She turned back to food again. And Jason, he turned to food as well. What's been really unique about this whole journey was that Ashley is the one who reached out to me asking for help. But 2 weeks in, Jason was so inspired that he committed wholeheartedly to doing it with her. And in a year, I mean, it's not all high fives and hugs, but as they struggled together, they got that much stronger together. And that's why I can't wait for you guys to see them now. This is the Ashley and this is the Jason that I met 1 year ago. Here we are, 365 days later. Please put your hands together for the all-new Jason and Ashley! This is the Ashley and this is the Jason that I met 1 year ago. Here we are, 365 days later. Please put your hands together for the all-new Jason and Ashley! Ready for her? Wow. You guys look incredible.
Thank you.
Right? How you feeling?
Feel good?
Yeah?
Feel as good as I look.
Jason gained a lot of confidence over the last year.
I'll be honest, of all the spouses that I've ever worked with, you are by far the most committed. Mm-hmm. And it's incredible what you've done over the last year. What's next?
You know, I've got this whole obesity thing taken care of.
Oh, no.
And I said the next step is to get to the Greek god status. You know, to get the six-pack, the pecs. You know.
Wow. Yeah.
Ashley?
Well, you know, I kind of want to have another baby. A lot of people say to me, like, don't you want time to enjoy your new body? You know, you can do so many things. And for me, because my first 2 pregnancies were so horrible, enjoying a healthy pregnancy is enjoying my body.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll wrap this up quickly then. So you guys, so you guys can get started, okay?
Oh, Chris.
Well, Jason, I mean, you weighed 398 pounds when we first met.
Yeah.
Here we are at your final weight. Now, I remember at the very beginning you told me you wanted to be 240. Are you ready for your final weigh-in?
Let's do it.
All right, my friend. Take that last step.
I want to lose 80 pounds in 90 days.
So you're on board?
Absolutely.
It's 5 a.m. and I am really proud of Jason because he's been working out every morning at this time.
Ashley's doing whatever she can to hit her goal weight, which is fantastic, but at the same time, it's basically been like being a single dad for the last couple of months.
I'll get it. I'll get it.
Oh my God! There it is, buddy! 228 pounds! So, 240 wasn't good enough, huh?
He's an overachiever.
I mean, Jason, you've lost, in 1 year, 170 pounds. You've lost 43% of your original body weight. It's incredible. It's incredible. It feels great. All right, Ashley, your turn.
My turn.
Yeah. When you started this process, a year ago, you were 325 pounds. So 50% for you is going to be 162 pounds. Here we are, 1 year later. Are you ready for your final step onto the scale?
I'm ready.
All right, Ashley, take that last step.
All the years I told myself that I was gonna change it. And it just kept getting worse and worse, and I just feel like I don't have any control. Because of me, my mom doesn't have her grandbaby. And my husband doesn't have his daughter. And it's because of the lifestyle that I chose.
Get down into it, Ashley.
If I think like, oh my gosh, I have this much weight to lose, it just overwhelms me.
Your husband's lost more weight than you have, and he's not even following my program. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Let's go. It's got to be around this corner.
Oh my.
Ashley, a year ago, when you first stepped on the scale, you were 325 pounds. So 50% for you is going to be 162 pounds. Are you ready for your final step onto the scale?
I'm ready.
All right, Ashley, take that last step. Oh my God! You did it! Wow! You lost 164 pounds.
Having Jason by my side for my final weigh-in was incredible. I do not think that I would have hit my 50% on my own, because there were some times when I had really low moments, and just to work together as a team and go to each other if we need help or we need motivation, that has made our relationship so much stronger.
Combined, the two of you have lost 334 pounds. Got something for you.
Ooh.
My friends at Walmart have been following your story,
Nice.
and they are so proud of everything that you guys have done to take those steps necessary to change the culture of your family. So they wanted to provide you with this bag of fresh produce. But Walmart's not stopping there. Walmart is also providing you with this $25,000 gift. Are you kidding me?
for the whole family to help you maintain your healthy lifestyle for years to come.
Are you kidding me?
Because at Walmart, they got all the fresh produce that you need, and so it doesn't have to be a challenge to eat healthy.
That's crazy.
You're crying.
I'm crying. You know, sometimes we're paycheck to paycheck people, and sometimes you need help, you know, and just to know that we're not going to struggle with groceries and that we can keep doing this and not worry about it is huge.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow.
Amazing. All right, guys. We've got some running to do.
Yes, we do.
And this 5K today, it's a celebration of life.
One of the things that I love about today being the Ava Run is just that we can kind of include her back into the family, and I don't want it to be just about Ava. I know that there are people out here that have lost kids as well, or they've lost somebody special to them, and this is just kind of a reminder that you don't have to do this alone, and you don't have to grieve alone. Having everybody here to run this race with me helps me to continue to heal.
Life is difficult, and you go through tough times, but we don't have to curl up in a corner and do this by ourselves. We can reach out and ask for help. There's somebody there that loves you and wants to help you out.
And that's what today is all about.
Mm-hmm.
Well, are you guys ready to run?
Ready.
Yeah. Are you guys ready to run? All right, let's go get changed.
This year, I had all these plans. I wanted to become a better mom, a better wife, just a better me, and all those things that I set out to do, I feel like I did.
All right, on your marks. Get set.
All right.
Here we go.
Yeah.
I have to thank Chris because he took us out of our comfort zone. We were too comfortable in being unhealthy, and life happens outside of your comfort zone, and that was a hard lesson to learn, but it's a lesson that we did learn, and it's changed everything about us.
Here we go.
I gotta get you.
Yeah. Great job. Great job.
Chris didn't just come into our family and teach us how to eat. He taught us, you know, integrity, and you taught us how to be authentic. And these are things that we want our son to grow up and see. And that was the whole point of this.
Mm-hmm.
So what's next for the two of you?
You know what's
You're like
next.
this new hot couple.
Oh, Lord.
What's next?
Well, I don't think we'll be able to keep our hands off of each other.
Oh, really?
So we'll probably end up having a kid pretty soon.
Oh, my God.
My job here is done. There you go.
That's a wrap.
It's got 10 seconds, son. Hey, good job, Tyler.
Good job, Tyler.
Okay, ready?
5,
4.
3, 2, 1, 0.
On the next Extreme Weight Loss, meet Cassandra,
And you start to pivot.
a former national champion whose weight spiraled out of control.
Wow, look what I've done. I have become a hermit.
Go, go, go.
Watch Chris try to revive this athlete
Rocco?
as he calls upon celebrity chef Rocco to spice things up.
Keep it that way.
On the next Extreme Weight Loss.
Tapping is a simple and powerful healing modality.